afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Wednesday's Market Intel Brief here at Top Gun Options. My name is Matthew Buckley. My call sign is Wiz. And folks, technically, we are done with our free full throttle training for the week. Why do I say technically? Because I guess tomorrow we actually have one final brief, but it ain't me. Actually, one of our strategic partners over at Traders Accounting is going to be coming and giving a brief at 1 p.m. If you've ever been interested in learning how to trade through an LLC, how to set that up, tax advantages, this, that, and the other thing, man, I ain't an accountant. I'm not your tax attorney, and I definitely don't play one on TV. Come and stop by tomorrow at 1 p.m. If you've registered for all the full throttle stuff this week, it's the same link that you've used all week. If you haven't registered for full throttle, or you just want to attend tomorrow's final brief with Traders Accounting, you can still register. Head to go.topgunoptions.com/FT. That stands for full throttle, and you can check out the last brief. Okay, we are almost full. Every quarter, once a quarter, we do our full throttle training. We open up the doors to select 50 folks, and then we close them and get airborne with or without you, man. Hopefully with you. This first time in 13 years we are offering this, and it's blowing me away, the response. So we have a handful of slots remaining. As soon as we hit our 50, we'll close the doors. But check this out. Full throttle monthly, only $295 per month. That gets you access to the primary live trade brief, the weekly options brief, accelerated retirement brief. You get text alerts, you get emails. Starting next week, you're going to get 8 training sessions. Wiz, I have no idea what the hell the stock market is or an option. Perfect. Don't worry about it. I'm going to hook you up and train you. That's what we do here. Now, if you want, this is training over here. On the other side of the fence, we have execution. We have the Hunters Self-Directed Investment Squadron, man. So you get access to all of my trades live as they happen. I post them instantaneously. And all of your other fellow squadron mates trades in here. Goose, I think, posted a couple trades in here yesterday that between yesterday and today made like $5,600, which was somewhere up here. It's in here somewhere. Anyway, so you will get access. Before this week, you had to pay $295 for full throttle and $497 a month for the Hunters. That was $794 total. Guess what? Done. Here's what we're doing. Only for $497, not $295 plus $497. Only for what it used to be just for the Hunters, you get full throttle as well. That's $497 a month. That's insane. I feel good. I'm feeling good, and I want to put the ladder down and help people out. It's blowing me away that almost all of the new Full Throttle members this week are in the annual, which is fantastic, mainly because you get a 50% discount. If you wanted to do old Full Throttle, it was $29.95. Guess what it is right now? $29.95. But I'm giving you access to the Hunters. The Hunters at $497 a month would be about $6,000. Not anymore. I'm going to throw in the Hunters SDIS with your annual membership. That is insane. I know it's insane, but thank you for the emails and stuff like that. I covered that in the brief today. A lot of thank you emails and like, dude, putting the ladder down. I really appreciate you. It's all about improving everybody's execution, man. We have a shit show coming, man. And if you think it already happened, it hasn't. Look at where we are right now. Oversold, overbought. See that green line right there? Literally where we're hanging out right now as I'm speaking to you is the 100-day moving average. The market doesn't live between the 50-day and the 200-day. It either rips down to one or up to one. This is decision time for the market right now. Right now, as I'm looking at it, we're getting a little bit of a short squeeze pulling us through this 100-day moving average. We have Amazon earnings on tap. I think Qualcomm's after the bell. If Amazon is a miss, man, I've seen everything. I've seen they're going to destroy it, and they're going to destroy it in both directions. I have no idea what's going to happen. But we get blowout earnings. Yeah, we could get back up here. But you have to be careful of these V recoveries, implosion and explosion. Jerome Powell, folks, the Fed hasn't even started cranking up interest rates. They're starting to taper. They're starting to take away some of this punch bowl. But, folks, when the liquidity's gone and he's raising interest rates, you think that's bullish? Inflation is raging, and Jerome Powell needs to stamp it and tamp it out, and he's not. He's going to just kind of dial the interest rates up slowly. That is going to be an absolute mistake. Actually, so look at this. Going right through, right here, right now. Look at the SPX. A little bit of a run. Let me pull up the chart. There's, boom, getting a little bit pulled right up to the 100-day moving average, and we'll see if we chop around here. I don't think this is going to maintain through the end of the day. This is trading. This is a little bit of a squeeze here. Today, we actually put on a bearish spread out to March, a Tredge it's called, and it is posted here on the replay page. Make sure, and last night, look at this. Last night we talked about getting long volatility. Today we talked about putting on a Tredge, which is it's a combo of a trade. Whenever I place a trade, it better make money. Whenever I place a hedge, it better lose money. You heard me. And then in the middle of that is a Tredge. It's a trade that I think is going to make money, and it serves as a hedge for my portfolio. So, 17. Well, I don't know if we have 17 left because I'm in this video. I just posted this about an hour ago. I think we have about 14-ish or something like that slots remaining. And I think I forgot to give you the damn link. Here's the link to the page. go.topgunoptions.com/FT-hunters. FT stands for Full Throttle -Hunters. Hunters is one of our self-directed investment squadrons, man. And it's just that we had like 20 or 30 people in here the other day. We got 46, man. Do not trade this market solo. Join up with a squadron or wingman. Over here in our Lifetime group, we have 146 members live online every day. The Hunters now have 46. This is obviously a less expensive service than the Lifetime membership because you get everything here at Top Gun Options, but good place to start. So flying back from San Diego for my second journey, man, I'm like, you know what, dude, put the ladder down. And I am. Speaking of that, Friday is going to be my next podcast, but episode... my most recent go on Spotify with Joe Rogan. I'm on Spotify with Joe Rogan. iHeart, iTunes, or whatever the Apple podcast platform is. Go watch. Go listen. It's a podcast with. Go listen to episode 17, A Reckoning. So my first journey was an awakening. This one was a reckoning, man. So go listen to that and get up to speed before I do my next debrief here. China is still China. They're going to take back Taiwan eventually, which is going to destroy Apple. Trust me on that one. Ukraine, Putin is doing if he's not going to invade, he's a hell of a good poker player. He's moved field hospitals to the front line. He's moved blood supplies to the front line, which, unless you're an idiot, you know that is probably the last mobilization before a full-out ground war. So get ready. How do you think the smart's going to respond to a war in Europe? I can tell you how it responded last time, and it's not good. We got Biden, we got war, we got inflation, we got interest rates, you name it, man. There is nothing to be bullish on except the psychedelic space. 2021 was the year psychedelics conquered capitalism, or is it the other way around? I know for a fact we are going to 2020 is going to be the best year of my life. We have our No Fallen Heroes documentary coming out, our TV show called No Fallen Heroes Extraction, kind of like the Intervention series where we're going to go out there and save veterans. I could not be more fired up, and I'm going to be an absolute expert in this space. I'm going axe capital on this, man. But for good use. The money I make, man, I'm going to throw over the fence to save veterans' lives. I ain't no axe capital, man. I hated Wall Street, man. People would step over their own mother to make a buck. That ain't me. Tech stocks, obviously. Google had a blister and this and a split and everything like that. I actually put on a bear call spread for Google out to Friday. See, these are the trades that I put on the 3,000, 3,005. It's out to Friday. Let me analyze it real quick. Risking $5,100 to potentially make $2,400. I think Google gives some of this back by Friday. What do we have on Friday? I'm glad you asked. We have non-farm payroll. Right? I mean, look at this, man. Boom! We're going to fill half this gap, I guarantee you, on Google. So I have a bear call spread on Google out to Friday. I have a day trade on, a bear call spread on the S&P 500 that better come back in line here. But again, you get access to all those in the Hunters and the Lifetime, so make sure you sign up. Real quick, ADP. So we have non-farm payroll on Friday. Look at ADP that came out today. The biggest monthly job loss since 2020 COVID lockdowns. I think Friday's jobs report might suck. And that might be the impetus to do what? An implosion back here to the 200-day moving average. What's the forecast? Non-farm, 199. We're looking for a decrease. Okay? Unemployment rate's supposed to stay steady. Average hourly earnings are supposed to go down. That's not bullish either. Going to be an interesting rest of the week. Goldman earlier in the week slashed their GDP forecast for this year again. calling for 5 rate hikes. It was 3 a couple months ago, then it was 4 last month, now it's 5. Even Wall Street's starting to recognize that Jerome Powell has completely failed. He's lost control of this aircraft. Ain't going to be no smooth landing. It's going to be a crash. Are you ready? Are you ready for it? We are. We're going to print money on the way down. I mean, this guy was right. Bostic was like, I think he's the Atlanta Fed chief. He's like, we need a 50-point basis right out of the hike, right out of the gate. He got slammed. Jerome Powell, ladies and gentlemen, has a choice. He has a choice to either save the stock market or save the 90% of Americans who are getting destroyed by inflation. 10% in this country who are filthy rich really don't care about inflation. Oh, no, it's an extra 10 grand to fill up my massive yacht, says Jeff Bezos. He doesn't give a shit. Us normal people care about inflation. So is Jerome Powell at the Fed going to tamp down and destroy inflation and help mom and pop? Or does he butter the bread of Wall Street? Either way, at Top Gun Options, I'm going to train you to potentially profit. That's my job. Train you to potentially profit. Grab your Full Throttle monthly for $295 or get access to the Hunters and Full Throttle monthly for only $497. That's a 37% discount. Or just go full Monty, man. 50% discount. $6,000 discount, man. I am opening up the Hunters to put the ladder down. Why? Because I started the lifetime membership in the Max Afterburner at the COVID crash. People calling my phone, dude, what are you doing as this market implodes? I'm like, okay, you know what? Let's start an investment club. Done. 146 people later. Then I'm like, well, let me start an investment club light. I live in the Max Afterburner 24/7. All my intel goes in here. I try and do as much as I can over here. But all my trades definitely get in here. Yeah, look at this. Doug's putting some good intel. Navalier talking about dramatic slowdown in GDP growth next week. I'm like, oh boy, that'll get us back to the 200. And Doug's like, hedges on. You got it. All right, guys, I got to get going. One more time. That link to join up is go.topgunoptions.com/FT-hunters. I'll put this in the link in the comments on the YouTube page. Otherwise, just take a snapshot of this and go to that webpage. Like I said, we only have about 17 or 14 of these to go. By the time we finish our last legally full throttle brief tomorrow from Traders of Crowning, I'm pretty sure we'll be full, and then you won't hear from us for Full Throttle for another quarter. Okay? Have a great rest of your day. Happy hunting. Make sure you hedge, and God bless. Namaste.